cars, got the suicide doors. Got a new bag, got a new bankroll. Said I want to M, now I want it times 4. Tried to lock me out, so I kicked down the door, yeah. Yeah, all my cars got the suicide doors. Got a new bag, got a new bankroll. Said I want to M, now I want it times 4. Tried to lock me out, so I kicked down the door. Money everywhere, I'ma get mine for show. Why you hating shitting, I'ma get mine to go. I be on the island trying to zip line the coast. Sitting on the money, I'ma get mine and goes. Yeah, all my cars got the suicide doors. Got a new bag, got a new bankroll. Said I want to M, now I want it times 4. Tried to lock me out,
Drop a like, drop a comment, tag some people in the stream. Share the stream it to some groups. Get over to the YouTube. Low key on YouTube.
Sitting on the money, I'ma get mine and goes. People say they want it, but you knowin' that I want mine the most. Yeah, ain't no money, I'ma pass up. Roller, then I gas up, tryna get my bread by the loaf. Wanna be the greatest, but it take time to grow. Could be on vacation, I could whip out the ghost. Smoking on the greatest, take a sip out and float. Said that you the greatest, but ain't this kind of goat.
What's happening with your world? It's your boy Low Key Low Ski back with another reaction video, and today we're gonna switch it up. You know I'm all about the balance. I'm not gonna always be talking about the women and we can't address what the men are doing wrong. So today we get to watch Kevin Samuels cook this weak ass beta male. But before we get started, y'all know the routine. Go ahead and drop a like, go ahead and drop a comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share the stream to other people so we can get active on them live streams when them days come. Let's get active.
Hello?
What's going on?
How are you? How old are you?
Me? I'm 28.
All right, what's the disagreement?
For starters, god damn, this nigga dusty as shit. And what are you men doing? Wanting to start locks at 28 years old. And to also be corporate and be moving up in some of these businesses that you guys are in. You can't be starting dreads at almost 30. After you want to build your career and get into these corporate positions and get at higher positions at these jobs. You don't want to be starting dreads at 30.
Agreement.
I don't feel, even if black men reach the certain level that that we should aspire to reach, I don't think the black women will follow us. I feel like 80% of them will still shit on us and leave us hanging.
No, 80% of them might shit on him because he seems like a weak ass nigga. Let me tell y'all something. Real men don't have to deal with this shit that y'all talking about. Real men aren't having problems out here on the dating market when it comes to finding women. Real men are not running into argumentative black women. You know why? Because they're invisible to us.
Bruh.
They do not exist to us. They are not an option to us. They're not something to entertain for us. So the women that we see you guys interacting with, some of the problems that we see that you guys have interacted with some of these women, some of that shit is strictly on you. And in this case, it's probably because he's a dusty ass nigga starting dreads at the age of 30.
You stupid.
Why? First of all, you said I feel twice.
Thank you. Nigga thinking with his feelings.
That's a problem.
It's a major problem.
Man, you shouldn't worry.
As a man, how do you not have a problem thinking with your feelings? And it's crazy because, like he said, we're constantly saying something to women about thinking in their feelings. We're constantly complaining about these things. Always got something to say about it. And that's why I made the video that Kevin Samuels wasn't talking to you. Because a lot of these niggas is using Kevin Samuels' talking points as to explain why they're not getting women. Truth is, you're not getting women because you're not the kind of man that any kind of woman is looking for. This doesn't have to be specific to black women. No woman wants a nigga like this. All women want a strong man. All men, all women want a man that can think leadership, that can think facts, that can think logical. He already started off wrong thinking in his feelings.
Worry about how you feel. So I will think and what we do. It's one of the things we talk about women all the time. They always say, I feel, I feel, I feel.
Bingo.
So what makes black women biologically different than any other group of women?
Uh-oh.
Biologically?
Biologically, bruh. Word might have been a little too big for him. Stupid.
There is no difference.
I know.
Not from a biological perspective.
Yeah.
Why would they not respond to the same evolutionary biology type thing?
From what I've seen from anecdotal experience, it's like it's a temporary.
The one thing I noticed is that he's having a very hard time coming up and formulating sentences. He's having a very hard time continuing this conversation. To a woman, this would be super boring, and he would be considered socially awkward or even a weirdo because of his failure to be able to express how he feels as a man. You got to have some kind of vocabulary. Y'all men got to get back into the books. Y'all got to get back into the studying. Y'all got to get back into the information. Women don't like a nigga who they can't learn nothing from. And judging by what I've seen so far from him, if this was a conversation with a woman and he was doing all of these long pauses and having to think for like 10 minutes in between a question, she's out, buddy.
It's a temporary
What part of the country do
reaction.
you live in?
I'm in Atlanta.
Atlanta?
This nigga's with all the women.
Yes, sir.
So why does the divorce rate drop dramatically for black couples as well over an income of $250,000?
Oh, shit.
I didn't know that.
I bet you didn't. You don't make that kind of money.
Part of that group.
Bingo.
See, if you're going to say something like that, I'm going to challenge you.
Facts.
Because basically what you're putting
For
out
sure.
here is you don't feel black women are going to, okay, I'll go with that. But why?
I ain't going with it. Fuck that feeling.
Based upon what?
It's what I've seen my entire life.
You know, you're
Black
28
women
years
have
old.
been my enemy my entire life.
What?
They've been your what?
My enemy.
What do you mean?
The nerve of this nigga. And you know what? You know what's weird? He's not the only black man who I heard said this. Black women have been your enemy your entire life. You owe your existence making it this far to black women. Who do you think was protecting you on them slave ships as you came across when they separated the men and the women, but they left the children with the women? Who do you think was protecting you on them plantations? Who was the one that had to take the initiative to escape and to bring men with them? Who do you think were the ones that stuck up for you this entire time? And you got the nerve to say that black women are your enemy. So you feel like your mama is your enemy? Just because of your inability to express yourself and to obtain the level of women that you want, all of a sudden black women become your enemy? So you still don't prefer black women at this point? You may as well just move on, because I don't want black women dealing with niggas like you and coming back and accusing us of being a nigga like you. I don't want them coming back with ammunition. All you doing is basically loading their firearms for them. I don't want them coming back with no ammunition talking about, hey, look at this black man. He said that black women are his worst enemy. I don't want them associating that with anything that got to do with the rest of us. That nigga thinks that shit by himself, and I think that's some weak ass shit to be thinking just because of your inability to access the women that you want. That is trash.
Give me your enemy.
Whether it's me, whether it's people that I know or people that I'm even related to, if there are strides towards success that are being made, there's an active effort to get in the way of the progress of what it is that we're doing. Like, honestly, like,
What does that mean?
What the fuck is he talking
You
about?
come in and say black women have been my enemy. You're going to have to give me a specific.
Facts.
okay.
Let you go, man. I'm trying
I recently dated a woman who was pursuing a dual doctorate degree in medicine and in chemistry.
Holy
And,
shit.
Throughout the entire relationship, the only time that we didn't have
What I'm wondering is why a woman who's going for her dual doctorate in medicine and chemistry is doing with a dusty ass nigga like this.
He's stupid.
Come on, shorty, you could have did better than this. I don't see why you women who are going for such high positions, that are going for such high credible places that you could be in life, why you would be fucking with this dusty ass nigga. He shouldn't even have access to you.
an argument or we didn't have any kind of ridiculous back and forth is when we were having sex. You know what I'm saying? Like, once the orgasm was out the window.
How old are you?
28.
How long did you
28.
date?
I've known her for 8 years, dated her for 1.
She friend zoned this nigga for 7 years? Bro, I knew something was up. I knew something was up. You know what it was? She ain't been able to land the man that she wanted within those 7 years. So she said, fuck it, this nigga's around right now. I could use him as a stepping stone nigga, have some in-home penis that I can get to whenever I want to, make sure I stay on birth control to not risk having a baby with this pookie until I can move up and finish this schooling. Once I'm done with this schooling, I'll find a nigga who's in my field and I can move on. But you're not going to convince me that she was ever taking this nigga serious.
Dated to what end? What was the intended outcome? To what end? Yeah, dating has a purpose.
I was interested in marrying her.
You dated her with
Sure.
Doesn't really sound too intentional.
A musician and an Uber driver.
Hold the fuck up. What? Hold up. You're a musician, and by musician, I take it as he's probably a rapper. I'm not just gonna assume this nigga's playing guitar on the street. He probably is an aspiring rapper. Also explaining why he's going to start his locks at 30 years old, trying to fit the image of a lot of these rappers that's out here. And an Uber driver. Dating a woman going for her dual doctorate in medicine and chemistry. And you said she's your enemy. She's not your enemy. Your level of education is your enemy. Your ability to access the same amount of financial resources that she's going to be able to access is the enemy. Your drive, your will to do better is the fucking enemy. At 28 years old, you should not be trying to be a musician and an Uber driver looking to get married to a woman who's going for her dual doctorate in medicine and chemistry? What? No wonder that she argued with you so much. No wonder she nagged you so much. She busting her ass in college, going for her dual doctorate in medicine and chemistry, and her boyfriend is at home making beats, rapping, and doing Uber. Stupid. The nerve of this nigga to say that black women is his enemy. He is his own worst enemy. His drive is his own worst enemy.
What? Are you serious? Are you trolling me?
Yo,
Ninja,
word.
No, I'm not.
Ninja, what? You date... Your enemy is your pocketbook.
Oh, God. Oh,
know.
God.
Don't come here and talk about black women as your... Man, see?
That's one thing about Kev, man. He is not about to let you come in here and disrespect black women if you ain't got no cause behind it. There better be a valid fucking reason as to why you coming in here saying that black women are your enemy. So for everybody out there talking about he hates black women and all of this other shit, stop the cap. We've seen him shut white women down for coming on here talking about black women, and we've seen him shut black men down for being in here talking disrespectfully about black women. I'm gonna tell you niggas right now, we are not gonna tolerate that shit.
You serious, bro?
I am, but the finances is definitely something.
No, hell no.
Hell,
Black woman who's doing. You actually came in here to tell me that you dated a black woman who's pursuing 2 dual doctorates.
I'm a PhD.
And you're a goddamn Uber driver and a musician. That's not a problem, except you frame black women as your enemy. And your enemy is your inability to be productive on a serious level.
Talk about it.
So outside of me, I have mentors that I work with.
My ultimate
that have
point
gone
is
through
that 28 years old, you're too young to be trying to talk about getting married anyway.
I partly disagree with that, but
you haven't found yourself.
I agree.
And if I go with what you said, your failure in relationships are justified by calling black women your enemy. Instead of looking in the mirror and saying, where am I at?
Talk about it.
I do that every day.
And why? And why? What makes you said you were looking at her to be a wife, possibly? What makes you a husband?
Oh shit! You know what? That's where we're gonna stop it at. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link to the rest of this inside of the description, so you guys could go ahead and view the rest of this. That is the realest shit that I've ever heard right there. Book qualified.
Got the suicide dolls, got a new bag, got a new bank.
What's up with your Green Table family? I hope all is well, and if not, I hope you get well and stay well. Make sure that you visit mirrorcrop.com. That is mirrorcrop.com for all of your souvenir needs. Make sure that you support the channel. Visit the Patreon. Visit Frosty McNasty Patreon. Visit Beast Coast Grower Patreon for all exclusive content and for first dibs on access to the souvenirs. So that is mirrorcrop.com. Make sure that you visit it. Like, subscribe, comment. Peace. What's happening with your world? It's your boy Low Key Low Ski, back with another reaction video. One of the homies shot me a video earlier. I ain't even get to see it yet, so we both gonna get the initial reaction to this. But I heard that light-skinned Keisha was on here cooking, so I ain't even gonna hold y'all. We ain't gonna waste no time. Y'all see the name of the website in the banner, LowKeyOrganics with an X.com. Go ahead and hit the website up if you want to support your boy. Got all sorts of good products for you. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Let's get active.
But I feel also it just depends on what type of man you're going for too. So therefore you have to hold yourself accountable for what type of guys you're going for. Because if you thinking already like that, like you going into a situation where you feel like
she coming in,
he's gonna be cheating or he's gonna be fucking with somebody else, then that's not the one for you.
Right.
But what's your end goals? Like what do y'all want to be? Do you guys want to be somebody's wife? What do you want to be?
Yeah, see, we talk about that all the time on the show. Sometimes I don't really know if I necessarily want to get married.
Do you want to have kids?
I do want to have kids, but I'm not sure if I want to get married.
Hold up. You see, this is one of the major problems that we're having as Black people in the community, where the women, they don't care if there's a father in the picture or not. They don't care if there's a two-parent household or not. They don't care to give their child that advantage that the other children are getting by having two parents in the household, by having two sources of income to be able to afford those after-school programs, those trades, those tutors if need be. They don't care to have that kind of structure anymore. They just want the goddamn baby. It just reminds me of spoiled children. Mommy, I want the doll. I want to be able to play with the doll. This doll does this and it's cute and I can take pictures of it. This is how they look at children now. They are looking at children like they're just toys. You don't even care whether or not you got two people in the household or not. You just want the goddamn toy. Spoiled brats.
So why do you, this is my question.
Okay.
Why, do you want to have kids?
Hell no! She always
drink. I got too much shit to do.
But why, okay, so you don't want to have kids.
Hookah to smoke, liquor to drink. Who the hell wants to be a mom and help create something that could possibly be helping in the Black community? Who the hell wants to do that? I'd rather smoke my hookah and drink Henny. What's wrong with you guys?
So, okay, you a different story, but you,
okay.
You want to have kids, but you don't know if you want to get married. So that means that you already gonna be, you're planning to already bring this child into and have a deficit in their life, right?
I mean, I feel like if I find the right person, we could get married.
I feel like I keep telling you niggas about that. As soon as you hear, I feel like the cat begins.
Sometimes I don't really have a lot of faith.
But do you have to find the right person?
I don't got a lot of faith in these niggas. These niggas want families. These niggas ain't the ones leaving relationship. 80% of divorces filed by women. These men are not the ones wrecking homes. These men are not the ones breaking up two-parent households. It's women like you who said that you don't have no trust in these niggas, but you got enough trust to let them shoot the club up and make a child with you? Stupid. But you don't have enough trust to build with him? So what's the point in letting him shoot the club up? You don't have no trust in these niggas. So the hell with the diseases and everything else. You just gonna let a nigga shoot the club up, get your baby. You got enough trust for that. But you ain't got enough trust to marry somebody?
You stupid.
But men are the problem?
But
do you have to find the right person to have the baby?
I do think I have to find the right person to have a kid, but I also feel like I'm in a position where I'm doing things for my own, so I would completely be okay with having to take on that responsibility by myself. As far as
you can't make this shit up. She feels that she could do this by herself. Just because she make a little bit of money, she thinks she's going to be able to buy the happiness for this child. She thinks she's going to be able to buy a father for this child. You think you're going to be able to replace something that is irreplaceable. Stupid. Ask any girl out here that had to grow up without a father. Could money replace what your father would have given you? That knowledge that your father would have given you? That courtship that you would have been able to get from other men if you would have ran them by your father first? That protection that you would have had on the streets had you had a father in the household? Ask the children. Ask the children. Could their mom supplement what a father would have given them? But these women just assume that they can do it by themselves. They feel they can do anything that a man could do. You never hear men say, I feel like I could do everything that a woman could do. I feel like I could bleed for a week and still live afterwards. I feel like I could deal with those cramps. I feel like I could deal with the pain of childbirth. I feel like I could. You will never hear men step out of line to believe that we could do what women could do. But they assume that they can replace what we are. You cannot replace a father. Stupid. You can't replace that image. You can't replace that guidance. And that's the other things that fathers are bringing. She's just assuming because she make money that she could take care of this kid on her own. Mommy, I want my toy and I want it now.
You stupid.
That's the attitude that she has. I'm old enough to have that doll now. I could take care of that doll by myself, Mommy. I don't need your help with it.
As financial shit go, if I have to.
I don't think that's okay.
Ooh, I don't think it's okay neither, but I feel like it's the reality of the generation that we live in, because I just feel like that's how most of these niggas are. I do.
No.
You feel like that's how most of these niggas are. Look at the way you talk. You sound like a man, and you worried about how you want to know the biggest problem with a lot of relationships. Men don't like another man in the house.
Bruh.
We don't want another nigga living with us. That's why we kick the sons out, and that's why women kick the daughters out. And no man wants another man in their household, especially when it's supposed to be their woman. So these niggas is the ones twerking on the internet with their children in the background watching. These niggas is the ones saying, fuck you, I'll see you in court. I don't need you, I just need your money. And if I can't get your money, I'll go to daddy government to be able to fill in the blanks for you. These niggas is not the ones moving like this. You ain't got no trust in these niggas, but you trust them enough to shoot the club up and make that baby with you though, huh?
Bruh.
That's not as serious.
Oh, those are the niggas that you going after. You have to find somebody that's going to.
But I don't really be going after nobody. It be the people that be coming after me. I don't go.
But you accept them.
I don't go chase these niggas. You be the niggas that be trying to talk to me.
Well, not necessarily go after, but I'm saying like, these obviously, if you're giving your attention to these people, then you know what I'm saying, that's what's going, you know, but I just feel like women, we have to take accountability as far as like where we're giving our attention to. Gotcha, bitch. You know what I'm saying? The type of man that we're giving our attention to.
I
but
agree.
I want marriage to be a thing again.
Talk about
you know, I want women to feel like they should be able to get married because y'all deserve
go.
that. Why not? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I want it to be a thing again too. I talk about it all the time on the show, how I grew up.
I want it to be a thing again. I want marriage to be a thing again, but I don't care if I get married. I just want the baby. But I want marriage to be a thing again.
You stupid.
That's why I tell y'all got to decipher through this woman needs. You got to be able to decipher when they capping. You don't care if marriage is a thing again because you don't even care to be married, but you want the child. Gotcha, You're perfectly okay with having a child by a man, but you don't give a damn about that marriage.
In a 2-parent household, my parents were married my whole life, but I just feel like niggas don't be built like how my daddy was no more. They really don't.
No, we are not going to accept that. It's not the fact that men are not built like your daddy was no more. Women are not built like your mama was no more. Your mother was aspiring to be married, and that's the reason that she married your father. No games played. Raised you in a 2-parent household, and according to you, it seems like they did a pretty damn good job. You seem pretty successful. But you think that niggas ain't built like your daddy was. No, women ain't built like your mama was. Women flee first chance that they get. Women are easily swayed by what their friends have to say. Your mama wasn't.
Another one.
Your mama wasn't. And your mama also had friends that wanted the exact same thing that your mama wanted. And if not, then your mama wasn't friends with them no more.
Yeah, I'm a cause, got the suicide dose. Got a new bag, got a new bankroll. Said I want to M, now I want it times 4. Tried to lock me out, so I kicked down the door, yeah.
I do bring my own money to the table. I know that I do make my own 6 figures as well. So I would expect the same thing from my man. I'm not going to stoop below my own level to make somebody feel good that they're my boyfriend. No, I'm not even going to give you the chance because I know what I want. I know what I deserve, and you don't have it. Before you guys even ask, if he were to ask me to quit my job or to stop dancing, okay, I would consider it, but it's not.
Hold the fuck up. Hold the
What the fuck was that?
A motherfucking scripper.
You stupid.
Not a motherfucking scripper. It's not out here saying men who make less than $100K a year can't deal with her and is basically useless. She won't waste her time if you make anything less than $100K. But she's a fucking stripper? What's happening with your world? It's your boy Low Key Low Ski back with another reaction video. And today we got a fresh and fit clip that I liked a lot, asking the question, what do you bring to the table? So today we're going to go over this. You guys make sure that you subscribe, hit that notification bell. I ain't gonna hold you up. Let's get active.
What do you bring to the table for that man that you actually want? Because think about this, right? Miami has many beautiful girls. Why is he going to choose you over all those girls?
We can start over here.
So what do you bring to the table for that man that you actually want?
Well, I work, I model, I do music videos. I'm always finding a source of income in the most legal way possible.
This is where a lot of women come off from. She sounds like a man.
She's stupid.
The achievements that she's talking about, that is so manly. We don't care about how much money you make. We don't care about what businesses that you own. We don't care about where you work. We never go around our homies and be like, yo, I just met this new girl. And our homies' reaction is, oh shit, what does she do for a living? No one cares. They care what she looks like. Men care about very different things. We don't care about what job you do. We don't care about how much of a boss you are. We don't care about how much money you make. We don't have access to that money. We don't want access to that money.
I make my own clothes. I can cook. I can clean. I'm able to communicate. I personally feel like I have the maturity to be with a man long term and just be able to bring something to the table and go with them in the future. Just like, I feel like that's what I bring to the table. Open communication, just a good personality. I'm able to find different ways of making income and stuff like that. Like, even if we don't have it right now, we're going to get it eventually.
So
like, that's my mindset.
You help your man make money.
Oh, for sure.
So basically what she just said is she's boring and she could possibly be a business partner.
She's stupid.
Nothing to do with a wife, nothing to do with how well she takes care of the children, nothing to do with her aspiring to be a help and a benefit to a man. Had nothing to do with that. Everything she just talked about was so manly. So basically, if you asked a man what he brought to the table, he would basically have to say the same shit that she just said. Crazy.
For me, I just think loyalty. In my last relationship, I was very loyal for no reason. What? And
why do you say for no reason?
Long story. Loyalty.
Wow, and in her mind, that is an acceptable answer.
Bruh.
Loyalty. That's all I bring. I don't have anything else to offer you. All I can offer is loyalty. And everybody else just laugh like they just agree with this shit. Let's continue.
Royal. Okay. And I'm assuming you define loyalty the same thing as you would for him. Like, for him, he's just, you would not talk to other men.
It's going to be the same thing for the both of us.
Okay, so it'd be, okay. All right, fair enough.
Okay, so I know you guys couldn't wait to see what I brought to the table because I was talking about being a millionaire. So for one, I'm bringing a bag to the table.
We don't care about your money.
Stupid.
Please, I don't know how many times that we're going to repeat this, that we don't care about your money. The niggas who care about your money are the niggas that you should not be with. Those are the ones that probably don't have their own income. They effectively just want to use you as a loaner. Those are the Pookies. Those are the Ray Rays. You don't want to be dealing with those kind of men. So don't come to no real man that already got his shit together, that already have his plans in play, that has already mapped out the next 10 years of his life. Don't come to no man like that talking about how much money you make, because we don't care.
I'm bringing loyalty to the table, and I like girls too. So
you say a bag because you said you want a man that makes multi-millions. Can you
right.
give us a range of what besides that?
Hold the fuck up. We ain't gonna just speed past that. She said she wants a man who makes multi-millions. What? Hold on. Bounce back. Multi-millions. Something about her just feels that she could deal with a multi-million-dollar man.
Stupid.
How many multi-millionaires have y'all ever seen with a woman that's dressed like that, with a woman who looks like that, with a woman who acts like that? How many multi-millionaires have you seen that was like, that looks like a pretty good offer. Let me take the ratchet woman in the back. Never. Unrealistic expectations. Multi-millionaire. She's a strong 3. A strong 3. I give her that. Upper 3. And you think you're going to land a multi-millionaire.
You're stupid.
You'll be lucky if you get smashed by a multi-millionaire. Facts. Let's continue.
Bag, you don't have to give an exact number, but what are we talking here?
Like what I would expect to bring to a millionaire, like
yeah, like
going
what?
into a relationship.
Well, like if a multi-millionaire was to date you tomorrow, and you found this man, what would you bring to him? Because you said I'm going to bring a bag. That's it.
Well, okay, yearly I make about, I'll say about.
It could be approximate.
50 to 70.
Okay, so you would bring.
That nigga said 50,000 to a multi-millionaire. A year, I make about $50,000 to $70,000. What the fuck do you think that your $50,000 to $70,000 a year is gonna do to a multi-millionaire?
Stupid.
What benefit do you think your $50,000 to $70,000 a year is gonna affect a multi-millionaire?
50 to 70K per year annually to this man that makes a couple. Okay, no, I'm just because you said I'm gonna bring it back. So
right, but that's what my income goes up every year. So if I have somebody to invest in me and my dreams and my businesses, that would help me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I'm bringing my own bag to the table, but if I can find somebody that invests in me, then I could get a real bag to bring to the table.
Gotcha. Okay.
And
that is above average compared to most women. So you said a bag.
Loyalty. Like she said, I'm really loyal. Like I only have eyes for one man when I'm in a relationship. Just in general, it's hard for me to like somebody anyways. And I like girls too. So, if they want to bring a girl, that's fine.
Why do y'all think that's attractive? Why do you think men care if you like girls? All you telling us, whenever I hear a girl who be like, well, I like girls, so I'm also bringing that to the situation. The only thing that runs through a man's mind when we hear you guys say that is,
she belongs to the streets.
That is the only thing running through our mind. It doesn't benefit you any to tell us that you're willing to bring another girl home. We don't care. Men who are looking for wives want you.
Stupid.
We don't care what kind of girl you can bag. We can bag that bitch ourselves.
Longest, I'm just in the knowing of it.
So you're okay with them being polygamous?
Once you know.
Yeah, because I like girls
having
too.
sex with other girls. Okay.
No, not like that. Not like without me. Like only, only threesomes.
Yeah.
Strictly only threesomes.
So, but would you be closed on your end?
Yeah, I would.
You'd be closed on your end. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then just out of curiosity, because you guys both said loyalty, would you guys stop dancing?
Yeah.
No.
If I had a millionaire, I'm done dancing.
Oh well, I don't think so. I do music videos, and I think that's my passion.
Let me translate what she just said for y'all.
She belongs to the streets.
If you have a multi-millionaire, you still wouldn't stop dancing. But you think that you deserve to be a wife to a man who has disciplined himself enough to make it to a point where he's a multi-millionaire, and you still wouldn't stop dancing. To a man, all this translates as is,
she belongs to the streets,
and we gonna leave them in the streets where they belong. Let's continue.
And that's where I get my income from. So I don't think I'll stop dancing.
You like
it's like a passion to me.
You like your independence?
Yes, a lot.
So you want a man to be loyal to you and not entertain other women, but you want to dance in front of other men and get naked?
Didn't say I dance in front of other men.
That's how you make money.
Like
exotic dancer,
really exotic. No, I'm not an exotic dancer. I'm just.
So you don't dance at clubs?
No.
Okay, you.
No, I dance in music videos.
Only music videos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Like an actor.
I'm really starting to believe that these women just think we're fucking stupid.
Bruh.
If you dance for music videos, I guarantee you most of these music videos are not women's music videos. I guarantee you that they're probably rap videos from niggas that are gonna have a bunch of niggas around. But that's just me. Maybe I'm tripping. That's just me. Let's continue. So far, none of these women are bringing anything to the fucking table.
Oh my God!
Let's not skip past the fact that so far, not one of these women have named anything of value that they can bring to the table. Not one of them mentioned a wife. Not one of them mentioned any type of wife qualities. So let's continue.
See, when I hear the term exotic dancer, that typically means a stripper. It doesn't. Exotic dancer typically you're really a video model. Music video model is what you really are. Okay. A video vixen. Okay.
A video vixen.
So you would continue doing that.
I don't think I would do it for like long term, just like a part-time job. Maybe.
Okay. So you would
like to entertain myself because I'm not gonna be like letting a man sustain me,
So what if your man said, "Yo, shorty, I got you. Don't worry about it. Quit today." You wouldn't quit?
I don't think I would. I like doing it a lot. I don't think I would ever quit.
You can't satisfy this new age of women. If a multi-millionaire asks her to stop dancing, she still would not stop doing it. And you know why she wouldn't stop doing it? Because
She belongs to the streets.
no ifs, ands, or buts about it. She 100%.
She belongs to the streets.
When Future said that, he meant it for women like this. Multi-millionaire. Most women are lucky if they could land a dude making $80K a year. We're talking about a multi-millionaire that's simply asking you to stop doing your exotic dancing for these other niggas. And you won't do it because you think your little pennies fucking matter to a multi-millionaire.
Stupid. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Fair enough.
That's fair. Okay.
All right.
Cool.
For you?
So the reason my standards are so high is because I know what I bring to the table, and I bring a lot. Like when I'm with someone, I'm like completely about them. Everything is about them, and like I devote a lot of my time and effort and energy to them. And I try to, help them in any way possible in terms of emotionally, mentally, physically. And obviously I bring money to the table as well. I make 6 figures myself. So if you're not making that, then it's a dub because I've dated bum.
Run that back.
And obviously I bring money to the table as well. I make 6 figures myself. So if you're not making that, then it's a dub because I've dated bum boys before and funding their whole lives, and that was the worst.
Stupid.
She's probably an OnlyFans model. And that is probably the only reason that she's making $100K a year. Because she's basically a streetwalker. You guys know the word that I want to use, but it's YouTube sensitive, so I'm not going to use it. The P word. She's a streetwalker.
You stupid.
So if a man doesn't make $100K a year, at least 6 figures, he's a bum, and you're gonna have to fund his life. So again, no respect for the average men that are out here. No respect. Do they know that there's a lot of doctors that don't make 6 figures? There's a lot of high positions that men get to that they don't make 6 figures. They make 70K, 80K, 90K. None of that is gonna be good enough for this girl. A woman who is half naked in front of the entire world. If OnlyFans shut down tomorrow, it will humble a lot of these girls. If they could not post to OnlyFans tomorrow and they had no other way to sell their body, they would shut down tomorrow, and it will humble a whole lot of these women.
Yeah, I'll never go back to
The finesse is strong.
Yeah.
So wait, you're paying for the guy's lifestyle?
Their rent, their food, their like everything.
You were a sugar mama. God
Pretty
damn.
much, yeah, it was terrible.
Stupid.
So
Where were you when I was growing up?
I know I was stupid, but I was also so in love. So like in my eyes, it was like me helping them.
So you could fall in love with the nigga who you gotta pay everything for, gotta pay his rent, gotta pay all of that. But now you don't think that you could possibly fall in love with a guy who makes anything less than 6 figures, and he's a bum if he makes anything less than 6 figures.
Stupid.
Make this make sense. This is why men are out here with so much to say. When you women want to be coming at me for the way that I feel about shit, when you women want to come at me for the way that I be talking, look at what men have to deal with time after time after time. They've just gone through woman after woman after woman. Not one of them is bringing anything of value to the table, but they're asking for the top-notch men.
And I'm never going back to that. So that's why I said, like I know what I deserve, and if you can't equal that or make it greater, then it's a wrap. And I bring a lot, like a lot.
Would you quit your job at the club?
Yeah.
You would quit if he told you?
If he's a millionaire.
Bruh.
Okay, you do.
And if he wants to support me,
Only if he's a
even if he's not a millionaire, like if you're gonna support me in ways that I need, then yeah. But if you're not, then I'm gonna continue my job.
So you bring a support system to a man.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm like basically like your mom, but your girlfriend, and I'm wifey material. So
You're a backbone.
yeah, I'm a backbone. I really think that's important in a relationship.
Okay.
The chick dancing at the club just says she wifey material. I'm gonna give y'all a tip. If she gotta say she wifey material, she ain't wifey material, because she would be the wife instead of just the material. Bars.
Cool. It's Colorado.
For me personally, I'm bringing a good ear. I love to listen to my man. I love to listen to what he's talking about. Any small sign can be something I need to listen to. So I truly like to listen. I like to read his body language to truly see how he's feeling about me in that moment. Because there could be something that he's not saying that his body language I'll be able to read. So truly, I like to listen to my man, and I really like to make sure that I'm catering to what he's trying to say, even if he's not actually physically speaking it to me.
The first one to say anything that makes any kind of sense. And today this girl would be a pick-me. Today she would be all sorts of, oh, you just saying whatever to get a man. I don't even get the pick-me shit. Like I thought so, but keep watching the video and you'll see why I was absolutely wrong. And this is what I get for reacting to videos on the spot. Girl says what men like to hear. If she does what men like, if she caters to a man, she's a pick-me. Well, that's the reason that those girls are getting picked and you're not.
Stupid. Me. Also, I know what I bring to the table. Besides that, if we're talking materialistic, I do bring my own money to the table. I know that I do make my own six figures as well. So I would expect the same thing from my man. I'm not going to stoop below my own level to make somebody feel good that they're my boyfriend. No, I'm not even going to give you the chance because I know what I want. I know what I deserve, and you don't have it.
If I have to hear one more time that men who make less than six figures are not valuable men, I'm gonna lose my fucking noodle.
What the fuck was that?
Do you women understand the kind of men that you are missing out on? Who told you that you deserved a man making that much money just because you make that much money on OnlyFans or whatever it is? Men don't have breasts to sell. Men don't have ass to sell. Men don't street walk themselves. Men don't have these kind of options. You can post a picture of your fucking left toe tomorrow and you'll have a simp that'll give you $100,000 for it. Men don't have those kind of options. And if OnlyFans disappeared tomorrow, you would go back to being a broke girl working the counter at McDonald's because you have no other skills. Stop talking about men who make less than 100K like they are worthless. So the second that you're not making the money, your six figures a year anymore, are you also going to downgrade your standards? If next year you made 80K, are you going to downgrade your standards to dealing with men who make 80K, or is this six-figure requirement there regardless to what and regardless to how much money you make? I'm sick of y'all using that excuse that just because you make six figures, you want a nigga who makes six figures. Because even if you didn't make six figures, you would still want a nigga who made six figures. Stop the cap.
Even if my man is doing a lot of front work and I'm doing my own business on the side, and before you guys even ask, if he were to ask me to quit my job or to stop dancing, okay, I would consider it, but it's not.
Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. Is she a fucking stripper?
Oh my God.
Hold the fuck up. Nah, hold on. I gotta let this digest for a minute. I know good and fucking well that a stripper, a motherfucking stripper.
You stupid.
Not a motherfucking stripper is not out here saying men who make less than 100K a year can't deal with her and is basically useless. She won't waste her time if you make anything less than 100K. But she's a fucking stripper? What? Am I hearing this correctly? Are you guys hearing this correctly? Am I tripping for reacting the way that I'm reacting right now? The nerve of this unstable creature, the nerve of this ignorant, bull-nose wearing, the nerve of this woman to be a fucking stripper and to tell me that the electrician ain't good enough for you? What? To tell me that the mechanic ain't good enough for you? What? And you a fucking stripper?
I would definitely jump into something else. I'm not gonna sit and let him feel like he might want to support me, which I adore, but I like to work. I'm always have my focus on something. So if I stop dancing for your loyalty, that's fine. just know that I will be doing something else.
What in the fuck makes you think that I'm gonna work my way up, make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year off my company, take all of that hours of hard work, take all of that dedication, all of that passion, and invest it into a fucking stripper?
Bruh.
That could possibly stop stripping if I make the right level of money. And if I asked her to. What the fuck would make you think that I would entertain you in the first place? Stupid. You are a stripper. What makes you think that I would? See, this is the problem when y'all live in Miami. This is the problem when y'all live in these thought ass fucking states that you guys come from, where you think that you could be a stripper and have some kind of leverage when it comes to men. Just because it's niggas and rappers and all types of pookies and ray-rays that's scamming and busting PPP and unemployment scams and throwing money at you in the club. Those is the type of niggas that excite you. But in the real world, the men that make that level of money are not investing into an ex-stripper or a current stripper. We don't care if you stripping now or if you were stripping fucking yesterday. You are a fucking stripper. The nerve of you. To say that regular men ain't good enough for a fucking stripper. Just think about how modern women devalue men. Just think about the lack of care that they have for men. To say that the average man doesn't even deserve a stripper. He don't even deserve a stripper. If he makes less than 100K, he doesn't even deserve a stripper. And you guys know what happens in the back room of them damn strip clubs. You ain't gonna tell me it don't happen. Stop the cap. See, this is what makes me scared for my son. This is what makes me scared for my nephews, my little brothers, my little homies. This is what the fuck they're walking into when they leave your house. Women that have sons out there, y'all need to be glued to these kind of channels so you can see what's out there for your son. That strippers will say that your son is not good enough if he does landscaping. Your son is not good enough if he does drywalling. Your son is not good enough if he drives truck. He's not good enough for a stripper. You mothers that have sons need to back us up on this type of shit, because they're basically telling you that your sons are going to be worthless unless they become pookie ass rappers or wind up in some kind of entertainment or get into football or basketball or something. If they don't have any of those, they have no value.
I forgot the question.
Okay, what do you bring to the table?
What do you bring to the
man that
table?
you actually want?
Yeah.
Me, I'm just saying, but what I bring to the table.
Yeah, I'm a cause, got the suicide dose. Got a new bag, got a new bankroll. Said I want to M, now I want it times 4. Tried to lock me out, so I kicked down the door, yeah. Yeah, I'm a cause, got the suicide dose. Got a new bag, got a new bankroll. Said I want to M, now I want it times 4. Tried to
What's up with your world? It's your boy Low Key Low Ski, and we are here with the reaction video. Today we are going to react to a video of a single mother of 2 who wants the world. She wants a man with a billionaire mindset after she has destroyed her life. So let's get into it. Make sure that y'all drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, spread the word, share the stream, get some people involved in these conversations. We do live streams on the regular. Let's get active.
My name is, I go by Bobby. My real name is LaQuisha. My people call me Q, but I go by Bobby.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 29.
29. Where you calling us from?
Chicago.
Chicago in the building.
Yeah.
This is Bobby, 29 in Chicago. What do you do for a living?
So I work for AT&T. Currently, I'm on baby bonding leave. I just had a baby 6 months ago.
Gotcha, bitch.
So outside of that, I am a serial entrepreneur. I own my own small business where I create healthy meal preps and natural juices. I also train on the side, do a little acting, modeling, and yes, I get paid for all of these things.
Bruh.
Oh, you guys gonna ask you, do they pay your bill?
Now, the reason that she's saying all of this it's a sign of how difficult she's about to be to deal with. She is going to be very hard to manage. She's going to be very hard to deal with because she makes a level of money that is above probably the average man. So she's for a man that's roughly in that same tax bracket as her. And I don't think she's going to be able to find it 2 kids later by 2 different niggas. Stupid. Like, I don't know why women assume that just because you do all this entrepreneur stuff and all of this, that it's going to make a difference to a man.
Yeah, they do.
Okay. So you had a baby 6 months ago.
I did.
Why you not with the dad?
Uh-oh.
I feel like, okay, so I have a 6-year-old.
I feel like as soon as you start hearing, I feel like.
And a 6-month-old. 2 different fathers. What? But, you know, I always felt like I never allowed myself to receive the love that I give out.
Holy shit. So no accountability when it comes to this. She went for the good for nothing niggas. She went for the Pookies and the Ray Rays. And now she feel that she wasn't giving back the love that she was giving to people. Gotcha, bitch. The hell with the good guy that's been after you. The hell with the good guy that's been trying to speak to you and take you out on dates and court you the way that men are supposed to be. The hell with him. He's boring. He's not entertaining enough. He doesn't make your insides tingle enough. He doesn't do any of this stuff. So the hell with him. You're going to go after Pookie, have a couple babies by Pookie. Now you want to come back and get the love that you put out. You already got the love that you put out. That's why you got 2 babies by Pookie. This explains it all, but let's continue.
I've never been in a relationship. Only.
Hold the fuck up. Hold up. She's never been in a relationship? How do you have 2 children by 2 different men? You're 29 years old. And you've never been in a relationship? Shit. Let me translate this womanese for you. She's been fucking a whole lot of random niggas over the course of this, however long it's been since she lost her virginity. I'll just count it at 15 just to give her some kind of leeway. So for the last 14 years, basically, she's just been out here fucking.
I deserve it as well. I deserve the full commitment. I deserve to take the full steps to actually be a wife and, you know, do all.
So, my nigga, you can't make this kind of shit up. So after you rode the cock carousel, after you've been in these streets all of this time that had 2 babies by 2 different Pookies, now all of a sudden at 30, you want to turn around and get the love that you deserve. Now you want to turn around and come backwards to find the good man. Now you want to turn around and come back to find the man that you should have had to start off with. But you're also now bringing 2 children from 2 other relationships that you can't even count because you've never been in a relationship. Huh? The nerve of these women.
Those things. So yeah, I'm just in a receiving process now.
You've been in a receiving process. That's how you wound up 29 years old with 2 kids by 2 different niggas and never been in a relationship. Shit. You've been receiving a whole lot of shit.
So when the baby you just had, when did you and the dad break up? You broke up while you were pregnant?
Once he found out I was pregnant, yes.
Holy shit. Wow. You're this great woman. You give out all of this kindness, this love, this respect. You do everything that a woman is supposed to do. But you sleeping with men that the second that you tell them that you're pregnant, these niggas is ghosts. What? And y'all was never even in a relationship in the first place. Now at 30, you want a man to come along and to accept this behavior, accept these consequences, accept the lifestyle that you bred for yourself. And you want him to come on and take all of the responsibilities of the shit that your 2 baby fathers should have been doing.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
What part of that sounds attractive to a man?
He found you was pregnant, but you own up to responsibility because y'all wasn't in a relationship.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was in agreement with him. I didn't want to be in a relationship with him either. We were good friends. I knew him for 10 years. So it started getting intimate. And then, of course, once, you know, the fun came with time.
What the fuck was that?
There's times when you're just speechless. Wow.
Consequences, it was a problem.
Stupid.
So we parted ways. You know, I went on and had my baby. Yeah, and we good.
I don't care how badly you want to smash. Fuck her. There's hundreds of other girls out there that are worth it. This woman is not worth it. This is how you could get your life ruined as a man who plans on making the niggas that I'm talking to. I plan on them becoming millionaires. The men that I'm talking to, I plan on making 300, 400, 500,000. The men that I'm talking to plan on doing something with their life. You don't want to climb the ladder of achieving that kind of income, achieving that kind of status, achieving that level of manliness, to turn around to have to give half of your earnings away to a woman that is 29 years old with 2 kids by Pookie that claims to have never been in a relationship in her life.
Yeah, because I would feel like, 6 months is so close. So are you and your child's father completely done?
Oh, we're done. We haven't been intimate since I told him that I was pregnant. I don't play them back and forth games. I'm very strategic and methodical with how I move. So I don't allow drama like.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, just cut the cut. I'm very strategic and methodical about what I do. 2 kids, 2 different Pookies, never been in a relationship with none of them. Didn't plan on marrying anybody because you was never in a relationship. Didn't give a flying fuck about having 2 parents in the household of these children. 29 years old, shaved your head off, Cisco did silver. Stupid. Nose ring, tattoos, belong to the streets your whole life.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
But I'm very methodical about the way that I live my life.
Huh?
And this is the kind of woman that would never give a regular man the time of day. This is the kind of woman that will ill the plumber. This is the kind of woman that'll ill he dusty because he a carpenter. This is the kind of woman that will not mess with the electrician. This is the kind of woman that will not mess with anybody who are in those blue-collar fields.
Once they ended, they ended. Like I said, I still feel that I deserve to go on with my life because I hustle so hard. I work so hard to take care of both of my kids. I don't ask anybody for anything. I hold it down by myself.
Man, as soon as you start hearing shit like that, just assume that she feels that she don't need a man for nothing. So if that's the case, leave her in the streets where she belongs.
So now you want something different. Now you want a relationship. No more situationships.
Exactly.
Bruh.
So now that you've been ran through, now that you done gave up the best gift that you could give a man twice, now you're 30, 2 kids, and now you're ready for a relationship. Now you're ready to settle down. Makes perfect sense. It sounds about right.
Okay, so what kind of man are you looking for, Bobby?
I want someone who is authentic. Like, I'm not really a superficial woman. Like, yes, I love
fake lashes, makeup, fake nails, but you want an authentic, real man.
You stupid.
This just keeps getting better and better.
nice things. I love looking good. But if you can't see past that, then you're not for me. If you dangle your money around and what you have, that's not for me as well. I want someone.
This whole goddamn show, she been dangling her money around and talking about how much money she makes and how many different businesses she's involved in and how high up she's made it in the rank. And in the same breath, you don't want a man that does the exact same fucking thing that you do.
You love me as if it's going to be the last time that they see me. I want to be able to hustle with you as if we only got $1. You know what I'm saying? So, and I want to create experiences. So if you're controlling, manipulative, if you can't set your ego aside, if you can't come to me and be transparent and vulnerable, if we can't be best friends, then I don't have nothing for you, or you don't have anything.
Now, this brought up a great point. She's describing a girlfriend. She wants a homegirl, somebody she can vibe with and relate to, and somebody that's vulnerable, and somebody. Oh, hell no! Then you don't want a real man, because none of those are characteristics of a real man. I'm not vulnerable. Name one time you looked at a male lion and wanted him to be vulnerable. Name one time you seen a silverback gorilla and you wanted him to be vulnerable. So you want an alpha male, you want a 100% man, but you want him to be vulnerable. You want him to communicate. You want him to be able to vibe with you and sit on the couch and have wine with you and watch soap operas. Get a fucking girlfriend and leave men alone. You're going to tell me that in the 29 years of your life, you never found a man that didn't?
Bruh.
You have to answer this question, but I guess I don't know if I should ask this question because usually I ask people when they broke up with someone that's a little bit over a year, when's the last time they were intimate, but you just had a baby.
So I'm gonna be honest with that question because I see a lot of people dodge it. I was intimate, I would say about 2 weeks ago. Now I feel like I owe myself that.
Here come the womanese.
Oh, you said what?
I feel like I owe myself that. You know, like
you tell me why you owed yourself. Tell me this is a new one. Tell me why you owed yourself that, Bobby.
Because I feel like I worked so hard. You know what I'm saying? If I do a little oopsie, I feel like I deserve it because I'm very intentional with how I move. So if you are in my presence, it's not rare. You know, if a guy does really.
What the fuck was that?
Drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel. That I'm not even gonna explain that. That is the end of the fucking video. Low key,
Stepper made this.
Yeah, all my cars got the suicide doors. Got a new bag, got a new bankroll. Said I want an M, now I want it times 4. Tried to lock me out, so I kicked down the door. Yeah. Yeah, all my cars got the suicide doors. Got a new bag, got a new bankroll. Said I want an M, now I want it times. I wanted to run out and give me some money, so I paid the cost to play. I was still trapping now, whether it's rainy or sunny, so I never lost a day. Lost me some homies, so you won't be catching me lacking. I'm taking it all away. You run up on me, you know that I'm letting you have it. I'm taking it all away. Roll me up.
What's happening with your world? It's your boy Low Key Low Ski, back with another reaction video. You guys already see the title. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell. Live streams on the regular. You guys are free to come into the live streams. Just make sure that you got StreamYard and make sure that the background is turned off when you come in. But we about to get active. Let's go.
Yo, hello? Yeah, hello? Yo, what's good? This Kev, right?
First off, like you called me pressing me, you already came off on the wrong foot as another nigga, man. What type of shit you on? You called me about this like this, man. That young men gotta learn to let these women go. If they belong to the streets, leave them where they belong, because it's not worth looking like this. And then this nigga got the nerve to put this shit out on the internet looking crazy. Bruh, you gotta relax, but let's continue.
Yeah, but who this? You just asked me that, boy. I'm asking you a question. You know Star, bro? Nah, I don't know no Star, man.
Nah, B.
Who's this calling my phone? So this the wrong number?
Yeah, that's the wrong number.
So, bro, no funny shit, bro. I'm asking you, who's this?
Like, nigga, get to the point. You called me for a reason. You asking me about this girl, nigga. What's the point?
I told you my name. Bro, listen, man. I'm asking you, do you know Star, bro? That's all I want to know. Do you know Star, nigga? Nah, I don't know no Star. So, hold on, this Kev?
Nigga, you asked him this already.
So you know Star, then, nigga. How I'm calling this number, but you don't know Star?
That's true.
Bro, I'm
yeah, why you calling my phone so hot? That'd have been something I was wondering too. Like, damn, nigga, like you. But as a man, he should have already knew what time it was. He asking you about a girl. He mentioning names. You know, this got to be some way, shape, or form attached to this girl whose cheeks you probably been slapping. But let's continue.
I'm not trying to, yo, bro, I'm not for the games, I'm not for the antics, bro. I watched my girl go in the store and I picked her phone up, but she texting you. Who are you, bro?
See, men, let me tell you something. When you run into situations like this, you never check the man in the situation, especially when you don't know this nigga. Now, if it's one of your right hands or something, then you got the right to say something. But when it's a nigga who you don't know, you never fault the men. Men will be men. How do you know that she said that she was in a relationship? How do you know that she revealed this information to this man? And now you calling this man with all of this attitude, and he don't even know what the fuck going on because he might have never heard of you. That's why you got to check the woman. You never check the man in these kind of situations. This shows signs already that this is an emotionally weak man. And this may be the reason that he caught her texting another nigga, because women don't like living with women, and you have women-like tendencies, and it's already showing that you can't control your emotions. You can't control your feelings. And that is a sure sign of a weak-ass man. And women don't like weak niggas. Let's continue.
Who are you? That's all I want to know. Who are you, bro? I'm asking you, okay. Kev, are you Kev, bro? Yeah, I am. So, right? All right. You saying you checked the text message, what you said? Yeah, nigga, you on text message. Wait, where you from, Kev? What? Do you know me or do I know you? Text message, what did the text message say? Bro, you keep asking me dumb questions, nigga.
That nigga know he caught.
And do you know me? That's all I want to know. Do I know you, bro? Hello? All right, so you doing all yeah, I know Star. So you doing all that, I know Star. Alright, but how do you know, wait, bro, how do you know Star? Bruh. You know, you say you know, bro.
Fuck you mean, how does he know her, nigga? He been clapping them cheeks. Stupid. Fuck you talking about how he know her. If he texting her, apparently she done gave her number out to another nigga. And that's how he's been texting her. You just asking dumb questions. Like, as a man, you could just tell he is just heavy in his emotions to the point that he can't even get to the meat and the potatoes, basically, of the conversation. Like, nigga, if you gonna call this nigga, get to the point. You should only be calling him to get information and make sure that she can't lie to you later on because you want to hear it from the horse's mouth. But you said, you calling this nigga like you pressing him or something because your girl was out there thotting. Don't get mad at him because your girl was out there thotting. You tripping.
Bro, don't act tough, bro. How do you know my...
How you gonna tell him not to act tough, then you calling this nigga wildin'? What type of shit?
Wife, bro. How you know my wife, bro?
Oh, this wifey? Oh, damn.
Bro, I'm regular. This is my wife, bro. You texting my wife for phone bill money.
Shit.
Why you
Sorry to tell you, bro, that is not your wife. That is not your wife. You men have to really start vetting these women. You got to see if they're ready to settle down and become wives. You have to see if they're willing to take that next step. If not, then you got to leave them where they belong.
She belongs to the streets.
And you got to leave her there, and you can't be pressing other men over the fact that you chose to wife a girl.
She belongs to the streets.
Nah, I mean, let's continue.
Bro, I'm regular. This is my wife, bro. You texting my wife for phone bill money. Why you
Oh,
That's
wow.
my wife, bro.
Wow. And this says a lot about the woman. God damn. You got a whole husband at home that look like he willing to fight for you, look like he willing to go to bat for you. Now, granted, I can't say what kind of nigga this is. I don't know him. But he looks like a pretty damn good man that's looking to defend his family and stick up for his family. And you cheating on him with a nigga who's hitting you up for phone bill money? What? What type of ass backward stuff is this? These women don't know what they want. They prefer the pookies. They prefer the broke ass bum ass nigga if he's more entertaining, if he's tall enough, if he's entertaining enough. They don't give a shit if all he do is play PlayStation all day and is a broke ass nigga who gotta hit you up for phone bill money. She's working ass backwards, and it looked like she got a halfway decent man that's willing to go to bat for her. It just shows you that these women don't exactly know what the hell they want. But let's continue.
I'm asking her for phone bill money because I'm late on her phone bill.
Really, nigga?
What the? Yo, nigga, apparently he said I'm asking her for phone bill money because I'm late on my phone bill. Yes, apparently, nigga. But goddamn, how much of a bum ass nigga are you that you hitting a girl up for phone bill money?
Bruh.
And we're talking about a girl that's not your wife. We talking about a girl who you're not involved with. We're talking about just some regular girl whose number you happen to get. All of a sudden, you hitting her up asking for phone bill money, and you women accept these kind of niggas. You're entertaining these kind of niggas. Had homie not intercepted this message, would she really have given this nigga money for his phone bill? Has she already in the past ass been giving this nigga money for his phone bill? What type of man are you looking for? Y'all claim to want the good man. Y'all claim to want the man that's all about his family. Y'all claim to want the man who is a fighter, a protector, a provider. And that's what it looked like homie is. He may be a little overly emotional, but he seemed like he a protector and a provider. And you cheating on this nigga with somebody who need phone bill money?
Shit.
God damn, and I think the other nigga wrong too, because what's he talking about? He watched this girl walk in the store. Fuck she going in the store for instead of you? Stupid. This is the kind of shit that is gone now. You niggas have not been taught how to be real men. You niggas have not been taught the gentleman way to do stuff. What the fuck are you doing sitting in the car while your girl going to the store for you to have seen the goddamn messages in the first place?
Bruh.
This is a dangerous world, and you want to avoid your girl being in places like this as often as possible. Let's continue.
You late? Bro, you asking bro, we got a family, we got kids. Fuck you asking my bitch for money for, nigga? Oh, this nigga. Kev, who are you, nigga? Kev.
This is what your wife chose. And you know what? I kind of feel his frustration. Like, wait a second. Such a weak-ass, beta-ass male. You are confirming that you a broke-ass nigga who had to hit up my wife to ask for phone bill money. And I got to be more frustrated that my wife was cheating on me with a nigga who can't even pay a goddamn phone bill. Do you know how cheap fucking phone bills are with Cricket Wireless and the rest of this shit out here now?
You stupid.
You gonna cheat on me with a nigga who can't pay his phone bill. That means she is not wifey material. Do not put up with this in your life. Leave as fast as possible.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
You got better things to do with your life than to waste time going at it with another nigga over a girl who was willing to cheat on you with a nigga who needed his phone bill paid. He's basically looking for another mother. This is fucking sickening. I kind of feel his frustration at this point in the beginning. I'm like, yo, homie, a little emotional, but at this point, I'm kind of getting it. Like, I'll be tight too. You cheating on me with Pookie? Come on, man.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Come on, man. But come on, let's continue. Damn.
Kev, where you know Star from, nigga? I met Star a couple months back. Bro, what you mean a couple months back, nigga? Yo, bro, word to my mother, I will break your Star, yo, bro, you know we got a family together, right? You know me and Star married, we got kids together, right?
God damn, man, they got kids together. Damn. Nah, homie got a point right there, though. Homie got a valid point. I don't know if y'all heard that or not, but he like, yo, if that's your wife and y'all got kids in this family, what the fuck is she doing giving me her number? And I feel him 100% on that because there's no way that this man is going to bat for this woman like this is his wifey, like this is quality material when it comes to a wife. And this dude on the other end of the line is like, well, damn, if she got all this, what's she doing giving me her number? And I guarantee you, if this nigga was comfortable enough to ask for money this time to pay his phone bill, this is not the first time that he asked for money. It just so happened that homie intercepted it on this message. We don't know the other messages that homie found. He's basing it off of the one that he's seen when she went into the store. We don't know what else is in there. We don't know what got deleted. We don't know what was on Snap or whatever. Ain't that the one that deleted? Yeah, we don't know what was going on now on none of this shit. God damn. Let's continue. Holy shit.
You gotta feed me and all of that. Why she giving me her number and holding convo with me and texting me and all that? Entertaining every bro.
He right.
We've been talking every day for a whole 6-7 months.
Whoa, we've been talking every day for a whole 6-7 months. That was the bomb drop on him right there. I know this nigga is sick to his fucking stomach. 6 or 7 months you've been dealing with this weak ass fucking Pookie of a nigga when you got me at home. I've been wasting my time with you this whole time because apparently you want to entertain other niggas. I could have went on about my life and been entertaining other women. I could have been mastering my craft. I could have been elevating in the world. Instead, I'm home doing what I'm supposed to do as a man. And you cheating on me with a nigga who needs his phone bill paid. Fuck.
That's good, you know what I'm saying? Bro, you really gonna say it and tell me this? No, bro, you really tell me this just like this, bro?
Oh, man, the nigga crying.
This is not right, bro. I just don't know.
Nah, you definitely crying, bro. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stop it right there. We can talk about this for a minute. He definitely on there crying, but I kind of feel homie's pain at this point. You gotta be sick to your stomach when you see shit like that. When you find out that the woman that you've been dedicating your time to, that she's been doing this behind your back. Now imagine if this was a good man. He ain't out here cheating. He ain't on the corner chasing these. He ain't out in the strip clubs. He ain't out with his homies being stupid, risking his freedom. He working a stable job to take care of his family, and you out cheating on this nigga with Pookie. You women are confused. You are scared of commitment. You are terrified to lock yourself down with a real man and truly